Which video, Shane? The 13k mana one? Because this is the planner. It's what I pretty much currently have. Hey Berghain, how you going, man? Exclamation mark build, and you can see the latest. Yeah, the movement speed's good. You don't even need to get the 100 necessarily. Just get over 50% so you can get the 3% move speed per duel. This is a 91%, I think. Yeah, it's like 1% an hour. It's cringe. I have my audience I can get from this. Why don't I use Temporalis? I don't like the blink gameplay. You don't have as much defense. So many maps. Wacky D, thanks for the follow, man. So annoying. Danny Pump, thanks for the follow. Those on YouTube are multi-streaming on Twitch, so if you want to head over there, I'll link it in the channel. If you prefer that platform. I have a lot of subs over on YouTube that aren't aware that I have Twitch. Thanks, man. It actually goes to 16k with the mana shield, but I'm using a focus. I prefer this setup. Yeah, I'll buy a mana shield today just to see what it actually goes to. Angry Turtle, thanks for the follow. I don't know if this is ethical. I mean, it's not bugged, I guess. Yeah, Dawn does have to be 100% for it to be doubled, but 50% makes it 50% better. So extra 1%, so that's pretty good. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I guess it's not using any bug abuse. It's only worth it if you have my level of intelligence. And I mean like in-game intelligence. That sounded ridiculous. Yeah, it gets to a certain breakpoint where if you have a lot of mana, you can get away with the flat mana percentage scaling on the double drain fragments. I'm not running rarity, no. I make my money through flipping items, and I've got a lot from Arbiter anyway, so I don't need to get the extra currency. I'd rather just not die, because if I die, I lose like 3 hours. Like, as slow as you think 99 to 100 is, it's slower. It's literally 1% an hour with like full, not full min-max, but pretty min-max XP strategies. It's actually stupid. It's gonna take me another 70 hours to get to 100. You're at 10k without taking a bunch of mint nodes. Yeah, you could try it. It's probably gonna be pretty close. But I'm done. I'm done gearing the character. I don't need to buy anything else. This is it. I'm beginning lightning rod. It's anointed on my amulet. I do have a decent one. Don't know about insane, but it's got wild storm and power conduction. What's something against the darkness? Spirit int. Breach ring is better for most builds, but not at this level of gear high min max. Morning, Bicker Nation. How you going, man? Thanks, guys. It's only taken me, you know, let's see, /played. It's only taken me 21 days of my life since release. I'm never doing this ever again. This is it. Nah. I actually would go mad. Like, I can do this for 6 weeks of my life, but it's genuinely not a healthy way to play. But it's in my holidays, so it's fine. But I go back to work on Thursday. Hey Andre, I'm doing well, man. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna try get to 35% today. And you're gonna be like, that's not gonna take long, it's gonna take 8 hours. But my goal's 35% in the next 8 hours. The tooltip damage doesn't matter at this point. It is like 435, but it's got like lightning exposure, strip away, overcharge, like no damage jewels in it. Because my damage comes from lightning conduit. My lightning conduit does like 100 million damage. I'll show you the arbiter kill I did yesterday. I said the dream fragments is only worth it, the 2, if you have this level of gear. I probably wouldn't recommend it for pretty much everyone, except maybe like the top 3 players of this build. Like it's only worth it when you have like 1100 int and you have a mirror tier focus. So don't stress. Now I'll show you the kill from yesterday. The arbiter kill. Could just do another one, I guess. Great budget build. I'd know about that one. Alright. Hold on a sec. Broken my computer. So you got to remember with Arbiter, the damage reduction at the start of the fight now is insane. So in that first, it's actually like not working here at all. G-Force experience just decided to react 20 seconds too late. Excellent. Very helpful. Well, I'm trying to explain something. So with the update, the Arbiter of Ash has an insane amount of damage reduction at the start. It's like 95%. So as you can see, my sparks are doing nothing. But then my lightning conduit cracks like 9 mil. This is like within like the first second of the fight when all the damage reduction's still up. And then the second one pops off and hits for like 20 mil. And then it dies. So the lightning conduits are doing like 200, 300 mil damage at this point. So my damage doesn't really come from the spark. It's still enough to clear all the trash, but the main damage comes from the lightning conduit. That makes sense. Yeah, you can still do a pretty good version of the build with like a lot less currency. This is just like min-max to the point where I've gone insane. How much mana do I lose? Still got 9k. What's my DPS at the moment? Yes. DPS is yes. Everything dies in the game instantly. The new Spark setup? What do you mean the new Spark setup? It's in max run, man. Just exclamation mark build, it's in there. Yeah, 400 div, you could make a decent version. Yeah, I updated the max roll. Exclamation mark build if you guys want to have a look at it. How did I get my ring? I bought it from trade. I think it was like 170 divines, something like that. Thanks for the follow, Sonny Ace. The most expensive thing is the Adorned, then the Mirror Amulet. Mirror Amulet's like 400 divines. And then the Dream Fragments are the 200 divines each, or 230 each. And then the Time Lost is 150 or 120, whatever it is. I'm not using a Prisoner of Belief Spark. I sold it. I'm using a +3 Lightning Conduit for bossing, but I just take it out for when I'm mapping. The chest piece is only like 30 divines. Yeah, Mirror Amulet. It's exclamation mark build if you guys want to see all the gear. I updated it all. I think some of the jewels are a bit off, but most of them are there. Yeah, the chest piece is really cheap compared to the rest of the build. Yeah, the one's about 230, yeah. You can find the loot filter if you come to Twitch, type exclamation mark filter. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, when the league resets, this character is going to be completely useless. But at least I'll know that I got it to level 100 if I can make it. I don't know if I can make it though. I'm so demotivated. It's so bad. All the layouts are so crap. And it's 1% an hour. Even with running tier 16 breach experience maps, it's so slow. I'm probably one of the fastest characters to do it, but it's just so bad. When is reset? My guess is like 1 to 2 months. And I can get this in 70 hours. So I could do it in the next 2 weeks. I should put the mana shield on and just show everyone that it can go to 16k. This is just with the focus. Why don't you use Temporalis? Because the blink's dangerous and the move speed's fine. I've got a command for that if you want to do exclamation mark temporalis. How juice was the map? I'm not sure what the map was, but I was wearing 200 rarity when I got it. Well, I can die. I ran into a map before that was double taken as fire and lightning, and then it had 45% pen on it, and it had crit. And when there was like explodey guys, like the big fat guys that explode, and it took my health down to like a third when one of them blew up. So I don't know if I got crit by two of them, or if I could have died from that. Probably not, but it's still scary. Yeah, only if there's stupid map mods. It's not going to get one shot for anything like it's a stupid map mod. Thanks for the follows, guys. Yeah, 1k ES chest is good until you have like 600 or 700 mana. So just use the chest for now. No. I want to just take exalts and splinters off my filter at this point. I guess it's something to interact with, but the more likely I pick something up, the more likely I die. The less loot on my screen, the better. I can dodge stuff instead of getting baited by picking loot up. Again, I don't need any currency anymore. I'm literally getting to 100 and probably having a break, so there's no point. I've got 3 or 4 mirrors still that I can buy stuff with, but I can't see any decent upgrades worth it at this point. There's a couple of things I could do. I could do a 97 ingenuity, which is like 700 divines, which is just silly. I could mirror my wand for a little bit more damage, but I don't really care too much about damage at this point. I could probably push the mana a little more, maybe like 14.8 with rares. Like, I'm talking 300 divine corrupted rares, which don't exist. I have to do it myself. So yeah, it's done. The character's done. I can't push it anymore. Oh, there's some cringe thing I could do with the new Mirror Amulet, the one with Spirit, but I don't even think it's necessarily better. It's just a bit faster. I could get to 105% move speed. If I found 3 perfect int jewels. And I got the guy to divine it to 24 attributes, which I don't know if they'll do. Yeah, I don't need any other drops or any other gear. Yeah, I got a mirror drop at the start of the leagues somehow. Whatever I can do to just get 100 quicker. I'll probably have to buy maps later. I've got a million tier 16s from Arbiter, but I might just buy ones that are better rolled. My divines. so it's a bit quicker. It's build, not gear. Exclamation mark build. I don't know, I'll buy a mana shield and we'll see where I go to. Okay, someone borrowed to craft a bunch of tier 16s. Yeah, the crafting's not the issue, it's just getting good ones. Like, I'd want like pack size and stuff. I've got a million tier 16s already. I still have to get through. I probably got enough for 100, but if not, I can just buy more. Not an issue. If these are up at 1,000, wow, crazy. Need to sort my inventory a bit. Control right click. You probably shouldn't whittle anything unless it's a mirror tier item. The answer is probably no, unless you really want that item. But you probably are wasting money whittling it. It's a lot rarer than you think to hit. Is non-crit with Lightning Rod better for Stormweaver Spark? Yeah, I think it is. We could hit a 10 breach on this, I'd be very happy. Got one at the start, so it's possible. Oh, there's the second one. This could be it. This could be the dream. All the breaches. Yeah, well, I'm just thinking in my head, it's only going to take me like 3 minutes to complete it, and it's going to be like equivalent to what, like 6 maps? So it's not even that good, but I can't complain. Probably put instant replay on, so if I die, I can see how I died. I guess I can get the VOD. Or someone who took it. Yeah, mana circles. someone actually want to buy it. Nope. Nope. But I think Spark +3 is overpriced. Oh yeah, I sold mine ages ago. It's unnecessary. I'm literally clearing with the 0 link Spark. The Spark, there's no damage links on it. He's probably gonna like give me a bad drink if I bet some like 20 divines. Something stupid. If it was a good trade, he would have linked it in the trade. He would have been like, I'll give you this, this, this for that. I'm not going to sit there and engage in conversation. He's going to lowball me with a stupid trade. Exclamation mark filter, if you really want to use it. But it just hides like everything. Yeah, I've got a +3 lightning conduit. I only use it for bosses though, or Arbiter specifically. Damage is so overkill at the moment. You can swap once you get Dream Fragments and about 7k mana. If I didn't have work on Thursday, maybe top 15, but I doubt it. I'll try to get top 20, but I don't think I'll be able to. Like, I don't like grinding maps like this. It's boring to me. I'm doing it because there's nothing else to do, and I'm close, but I would rather not play 70 hours in maps only. So we'll see if I can do it. You need to put Lightning Conduit in your build. Fireball. You look at my guide, exclamation mark build, and you see how I set it up, the cast on shock. It's not so much the mental, it's just like, I'm literally going to be working all day, and I'm going to have to come home and play 7 hours, and then go to sleep, and then go to work again. And then I'm going to have to do that for at least 6 days. I probably will do it, because I'm deranged, but I'm not going to enjoy it. Maybe I stream it all, and then I won't be as mad. It's just so boring. Have you tried Archmage Lightning Conduit? I'm not going to do that. Lightning Conduit's broken. I'm a teacher. We support you. Thank you. We'll try go for top 20. We'll see how we go. How many hours on Po 1? 15,000? I don't really know, because I played before it was on Steam, and I've got like 9 or 10,000 on Steam or something. I don't even remember at this point. I probably played as much before Steam though, so if it's like 7,000 on Steam, it's probably double on normal. Let's just say it's over 10,000. It's a lot. Are you doing soul offering only for Arbiter or only Lightning Con? I have Soul Offering, so if I just put my sigil, the skeletons come out, and then I can pop them, and then I can go back to normal, and the buff's still here. So it's just 90% damage buff. Do I run movement speed jewels? Yes, a lot of them. Within Adorned. Uh, 60 spirits from the Time Lost Jewel. And the skeletons are just on my offhand. On my second weapon. But I don't use them unless I'm doing Arbiter. It's a good thing you farmed so many tier 16s before it got fixed. Yeah, it was a good thing, because I wouldn't be doing this otherwise. I actually don't know if I'll have enough for 100. We'll see. But I'll just buy more if I need to. I've got that and a mirror, and I got a lot of stuff to sell. This is a lot. If I sold everything, it'd be like 1,000 divines. Yeah, second weapon is a staff. Yeah, Sigil of Power. Yeah, Lightning Conduit scales off shock magnitude, so get as much shock magnitude as you can. I have 275 shocks at the moment, which gives me 150 shock. Moving so fast, yeah, moving 91% move speed with my Adorned, my movement speed jewels. I don't understand how it survived the patch either, it's ridiculous. They didn't want to do a balance patch because people would be annoyed. Other than your mirror and wand, do I feel like I got super lucky? Yeah, I got super lucky by managing to pick the best build in the game. Like, out of all the things I could have chosen, I just decided to go with Archmage. And then the paths I went down, like the Adorned, like I did everything before it became popular, which just helped a lot. The Adorned stacking Angels, everything. I got lucky with a lot of things. Like, it looks obvious now, but at the time I was like, that could work. I'm not taking credit for every single thing, of course not. I haven't seen too much of other content creators, but people in chat tell me ideas all the time and I try them out. And we just kind of made this build that's just stupid at this point. I just happened to have a lot of currency to be able to peak it at this level. Mainly due to flipping. I've made a lot of good trades this league as well. I got a lot of currency from Arbiter. I wouldn't say I'm the best trader, but I do like flipping every now and again. But my actual favorite mode is SSF, and I probably will do SSF from now on. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I will take credit for the PS nodes in that start video. I mean, I was rank 3 at the start before I had to go on my holiday. I was kind of surprised though. I was like, how am I this far up? I'm never this far up in terms of ladder. And yeah, I just decided to put that build guide out, but it's come a long way since. Yeah, they'll do a balance patch when they do a league reset. Everyone has to start again. You know what's hilarious? I was picking between basically Captain Lance's Sparkweave version, which is what I ended up picking, and on 1 mana left's Hammer of the Gods Titan. I'm so glad I went Stormweaver. Like, that was the two builds I was looking at. And I was 60-40 on Spark. I was 60-40 on it. But I mean, I also kind of got lucky on the time I could play. Like, it literally happened. The game came out the day after my school holidays started. So from that point onwards, I had 7 weeks to just play as much as I could. I mean, I had to go. I shouldn't say I had to. I had to go to Melbourne, like over east, for a holiday for 5 days, and then I went down south for 4 days as well. So I had 2 holidays as well. But other than that, I've just been able to play like literally as much as I want. I'll never do again. Like, I'll never put this much time into a build again on League Start. And like, it's probably never going to be at this level. But I'll still min-max meta builds. Like, in the future, when leagues come out, I'll pick a build and I'll min-max it and I'll stream it a little bit. I just won't be able to. I've literally played like 16 hours a day since release if I wasn't on holiday. It's fine, but it's not going to be as easy in the future. I won't get lucky with timing off work, and who knows what other family commitments will get in the way. But I'm really glad that I got to do it this time, though. And it's been fun streaming it, talking to people about it. Besides the idiots on YouTube comments sometimes. It's been good otherwise. Twitch has been really good. I really liked the Twitch stuff. Fub gun chat? What's Fub gun chat? See news about mirror drooping? Uh-oh. Is that why they're so cheap? I bought one today for 130 lines. They gone down since? Oh no, they've gone straight back up. That was good. I meant 230, sorry, not 130. Yeah, they were down to 230 and I bought one. I think it was that cheap when I bought it. I could have been wrong. I don't remember. I bought it like 4 hours ago. Yeah, it's so cheap. So I picked one up. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, but got one. It's absolute garbage. I don't even know why I wasted one of my maps on it. They're always garbage. Every time. Saving the push to 100 for an actual league? Yeah, I mean, this is just torture at this point. I mean, you don't need 150 shock magnitude. You can just get as much as you can. You understand the logic behind making a character I spend 500 hours on completely useless. Because you'll burn out. You'll burn out eventually. Like, maybe because it's your first playthrough that you're not getting burnt out as quick, but as you get better at the game in future leagues, you'll burn out within like a month or like 3 weeks. And you'll be looking forward to a new league and everything's fresh. So you don't feel it at the moment, but in future leagues you'll be like, please reset everything. And you'll just be better every time. Every league you play, you'll just get better and better at the game. More efficient. Yeah, all the currency is put to standard usually. I think it's going to be a bit different with this one. It's going to be like early access league and then standard, but yeah, all the currency goes like all your characters and currency gets transferred to like a base league, which everyone's stuff gets dumped into, and you can play it if you want to, but no one does. We're playing early access standard. It's different. The items and characters won't be going to standard per se. I don't really want to explain it now. You'll see. Did you see potential mirror dupe? No, I haven't. But it explains why the mirrors have been crashing. Yeah, you'll get to the point where you get bored of the league within 6 days, then have to play solo self-found. Where I was at in per 1. Why SSF? Because it just takes longer to complete. Like, you can complete Path of Exile 1 New League start in like 5 days. And then you're done. Like, you've made a build, you've killed everything in the game, got it to level 100. Like, you can do that in like 5 days. In Trade League. In SSF, it's a lot harder. It's more of a challenge. And then if you want an even harder challenge, you do SSF Hardcore, which is why you see top streamers doing that, like Ziz and Steelmage and stuff, because it's actually a challenge for them. None of this stuff is really a challenge. I mean, I guess grinding to 100 can be seen as a challenge, but nothing else is really a challenge compared to Po 1. That's why a lot of content creators are just struggling to enjoy the game. It's not the same. Except if you're Khan and you just deranged playing a time, then it's a challenge. Yeah, there's going to be an early access standard dumping ground for all the garbage that's gone on the last 6 weeks. Then a new league will be released, and then when that league expires and there's a new league, that will be standard. All this stuff is not coming to the standard that we know. This is going to be like a void league where you can have a look at it, but I don't know how much you're going to be able to play it and that sort of stuff. We'll just have to see what they do, but they won't put this into standard because of the dupes. But it doesn't matter. I don't care. I've never really cared for standard either way. I just play the new league. And I showed this skin currently in use, I guess. I got the Nightfall set with these wings. This came in the pack. This portal was from Po 1. The last league, I think you needed like 36 challenges. And then the ghoul character. Okay, so close the game then and stop farming because it's pointless. Sorry to burst your bubble. If you're not having fun, sure. You'll probably still get to play your character in the future, but you won't want to because of all the new league stuff. But yeah, it's just facts, it's just how it works. This isn't like a World of Warcraft character where you just have it forever. And you're going to get burnt out anyway, so you're not going to care. Like you maybe you have 14k hours in Po 1. Then why are you complaining? If you have 14k hours in Po 1, you shouldn't be complaining about a reset. You just wouldn't care. I doubt it. Unless you're saying that you only played standard in Po 1, which is crazy. If you just played standard for 14k hours, I salute you if you did that. Yeah, I'm Australian. Yeah, so you probably get to do that with this, but it's not going to be standard league. It's going to be like an early access. Here's a league that we did when the game first came out. Not standard per se because of all the bugs. Well, they do eventually move the league mechanics over to standard, don't they? I actually have no idea. I've literally never played standard other than the first league. How many level 100s are there? What do you mean there? I think it's 13. There's 12 at the moment. And I'm here. Oh no, I've dropped. I'm not changing the title anyway. I'll catch him soon. I'll catch him this stream. But pretty much if you're level 99, where is it? You're in the top 47. And if you're level 98, you're in the top 659. How long do you think until you hit 100? It's about 70 hours. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to play 70 hours of pure mapping. Like this is what I'm doing now is wasting time. So unless I'm in maps mapping, it's 70 hours of in-map time. I reckon it's going to take me 2 weeks. Or I'll give up. Because it's insane. What level are you? Yeah, I was running just normal level ones and towers, but now I'm just like I need the extra XP even if it's not a lot. I have the maps for it. It probably saved me a couple percent at the end. So I'm just doing tier 16s for them as well. I'm fortunate that I did all the Arbiter, so I have all the tier 16s in the world. I would not be doing this if I didn't have all those tier 16s, by the way. I would have quit by now. I don't know how anyone's supposed to do it. You're currently 98. Okay, so when I was 98, I was getting about 12 million an hour. Now I'm getting 4. So whatever your XP rate is now, it's 1/3 of it. And you need 300 mil to go from 99 to 100. And that's if you have tier 16s, like unlimited tier 16s. The Soul Core weapon effect, I think, comes with a pack. Yeah, I'm not saying you won't be able to do it. I'm just saying it's stupid. Like, it's actually insane, the drop off from 98 to 99. I was like, oh, maybe it'll be like a third less. No, it's literally like a third full stop. You're guessing 3K maps. I probably should, like, figure it out. How many maps it takes for 1%. Yeah, maybe Temporalis is a better setup for just blasting. But you're probably going to be more susceptible to dying. Probably save for a Dream Fragments ball. If I died right now, I would just give up. Like, maybe not give up. I probably have like 1 or 2 deaths in me. But if it was more than that, yeah, if you've had to use 2 omens on 97, you're gonna have to use like 40 on 100. The wrong chat over here. This is how deranged I am at the moment, guys. So I don't know if you know, but before I went on my when I went on my holiday, just after I made that first video, I actually got engaged. You know, the whole ring thing. So I'm just talking to my mate who's a jeweler about it. And he starts talking to me about a ring, and I literally thought it was something to do with like a breach ring or a dream fragments before I registered that it was the ring that's being made. I've actually gone insane. Thanks, guys. Just like, wait, what's he saying about my breach ring? What does he mean it's coming? Need to touch grass. Yeah, I do. Exclamation mark temporalis. I'm so glad I made that command. It's this last monster. Up top. Of course it is. Unless we can use the checkpoints. Are there any items I can read the build? I think the Calandra's touch does work, by the way, with the Dream Fragments, from what I've seen. But it's actually more expensive than a Dream Fragments, 28%. So these are about 200, maybe 220. And the Calandra's touch is like 350. So it's still worth it to get two of them over the Calandra's touch. And the Ingenuity has breakpoint every 4%. 93% is the one of the breakpoints. The next is 97. The shield is pretty much mirror worthy. It's just like a little bit less on mana and a little bit less on energy shield. I think mirror worthy is tier 12 instead of tier 11 mana, and tier 8 instead of tier 7 increased energy shield. So this is pretty much perfect. Boots could be 50 higher on the energy shield and corrupted. Gloves could be a little higher and corrupted and a little bit more int, but they don't exist. Wand could be mirrored for 100% spell and lightning. And I don't think I can get better on my helmet. Like, I can get a bit more int, I guess, and a bit more mana, but not a lot more. Yeah, it's pretty much done. Most of the jewels are perfect at this point as well. I mean, I could get like 10% in here instead of 5, or 10 plus 10 instead of plus 5, but they just don't come up. They're so expensive. But most of them are pretty good at this point. Yeah, I'm not too sure on my next upgrade, to be honest. But where's the rarity? I don't need any rarity, man. There's no point getting more loot if I can't spend it. All I need is just it's just XP per hour, so I don't lose my mind even more, because I don't like mapping. Can you crop to mirror item? Yeah, I think you can. Not going to find out though. Get Calandra's touch. I think they've probably even gone up more. I'm sure some rares will come on the market that I could buy and corrupt. If I can be really bothered, but even with squeezing like the last little bit out, it's only going to get me around 15k. And then I could use the mana shield for like maybe 17. But yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. Which sucks because I like gearing the character. That's what's fun to me. Yeah, yeah, corrupt the wand for +6. I did think of that. That's psychopathic behavior. Corrupting mirrored wands for a +1 spell. Yeah, but I don't like mapping. That's the problem. I mean, I'll do it because I have to, but I'm not having the same amount of fun I'd have like sitting looking at the passive tree like an idiot for 3 hours to find a slightly better pathing. Like that's what I find fun. TFT versus Belton's Amulet. I need to run the numbers in a notepad on the pros and cons to each. I sense the TFT one is slightly better if you have insane jewels. Like if I have 3 more int jewels, I reckon it's, and what really gives me is the move speed. It gives me like 10% move speed. But at the same time, I don't know how valuable 20% in is. It's a lot. So it's a bit tricky. I don't think I'm going to bother. I was thinking about it, but I've already got Belton, so I'm just going to keep Beltons and just chill. Bolts in the new tier 2 one with shock chance, no regen. Yeah, it could be good. I need to test out shock chance. I was thinking of putting it in the main setup over on Spark instead of I just can't tell. I could take strip away out and put shock chance on it. It's probably better, but it's really hard for me to tell. Has someone done like a deep dive on it and have just decided that shock chance is necessary? Is that what's happened? Because if that's the case, then the Belton Amulet is just better, full stop, because you can get drenched. Whereas you would be able to get the chance to shock if you went the other one. Yeah, let's put the chance to shock in for a bit and see if it's nice. %100% more chance to shock. Mana cost goes up a bit too. I'm talking about the 60 Spirit Amulet from TFT, yeah. So I can quickly explain to you what it would do. So if I got the TFT Amulet, I would be able to drop all of this here. So literally every single one. So it's 11 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I could go 2 modules. So 9 points for these. And then I can replace the time lost with another jewel. So that's 3. That's 12% move speed. But I lose 20% int. Then I have 2 points left over. But this is how ridiculous it is. Belton's Amulet's 24 all attributes, and the TFT one's 23. So I would have 1 less attribute requirement for the Moria, so I'd have to pick up 1 point here. And then I'd have 1 point left over. So That would be the trade-off, but I think 20% int is a lot. I think it's close. I feel like you lose slightly a bit of mana, maybe like 300, 400 mana, but you'd gain 12% move speed. But I don't know how strong it is losing 40% increased chance to shock. 8% cast speed doesn't really matter too much. And you would lose chain as well. In my head, it's better to do the TFT one. But you also need to have 3 more jewels like this, which cost a lot. And I think the fee for the TFT one's 260, which is a lot as well. So that's my thoughts around it. If I was gonna mirror an Amulet again, I might be a little bit more biased towards the TFT one. But as I've already got Belgians, I'm not gonna change. I run into it every time, it's so dumb. Yeah, I can remove the time loss in a second, we can have a look. Yeah, I don't need +6. Like, I take Lightning Conduit +3 out of my build for smapping, so the damage is just not. This map and reading chat is like the hardest thing to do in the world. To actually look at my screen to do these stupid corridors. You benefit from rarity doing simulacrum. You probably get the rares out of it, but I don't know if it would help with all the emotions. I don't know though. I don't do simulacrum. I'm just gonna speedrun this map because it's horrible. Grace, I just showed you before. This is where you get the 5 notables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to get 12% on your spirit though. You can't have it at 10%. Hey Keva, how you going, man? Probably not. The mana's a bit low. I don't know how much people value crit though. I'm not doing a crit build, so I'm not sure. I guess just put it up and see what offers you get. Go back to work after being sick. Fair enough. Are you pretty burnt out at this point anyway? Like a lot of people are getting. Movement speed, 91%. Worth to whittle. What's the stat that's going to get whittled? Have you looked it up? What do you want to get on it? Mana. Oh yeah, true. I don't know. Like, the chances of hitting a high mana roll are going to be like at least 1 in 10. Are you going to do 70 whittles? I mean, you can try. If it hits mana, it'd be pretty good. like a full damage version. But the cast speed's not even that high. I wouldn't do it, but if you have a whittle to burn, you just feel like gambling, go for it. I think it's probably even worse than 1 in 10. It's like, don't take my word for it. There's going to be a lot of different weightings involved. It's probably worse. Like, you might hit mana, but what if you hit 40 mana? You're going to be like, I better try again. You can substitute elemental damage for spell damage, yeah. Oh yeah, take the jewel out and see how much int I lose. Lose 161. I lose about 900 mana. So, but if I got these travel nodes, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, that's 35 int. Plus 20 from this and this, so that's 75 int. Plus another 20. Yep. It's 95 int. Then my Moria is going to give me the attributes for it. So that's going to be like 120 int. And yeah, so I'd pretty much make it back with the jewels. Not quite though. Still more. 161 is a lot. I'm going to gain 12% move speed doing it. I do lose 15 int here though. And you lose the 86 energy shield as well. So overall you'll be down on mana by, I want to say 400 or 500. So you're sacrificing, yeah, like 400 or 500 mana for 12% move speed, which is probably worth it, but it's a lot of effort. How hot is it at the moment? 40 degrees at the moment. Crazy. This is Celsius. It's 40 degrees Celsius where I am. And it is that's 102 Fahrenheit. I think I need to go check if my air conditioner is working. It is roasting outside. You don't actually live in a desert. It's just every now and again it goes this hot for like a week. It just happens to be around this time of year where it does it. Usually it sits at like 20, 25 Celsius. I don't know what that is converted. Thanks for the follows, guys. We're 41 followers from 1,000. I don't know why, I just enjoy lining up in this boss. Hit him for like a 200 million lightning conduit. I want to try Zesht with no buffs. See what that looks like. So if I can do 30 million in one hit on him. can safely say that it's probably like 100 and something. And you'll calculate your conduit damage. You don't. Does it one-shot Arbiter? Yes or no? It's probably the best way to put it. But it's just nuts at this point. I can show you the damage on Arbiter. Got a video that I recorded yesterday with his damage reduction phase. Does anyone know how much the damage reduction is when he first comes out? I'm guessing it's like 90%. I actually don't know. Did they say? I know a lot of people are struggling to kill it now. Planner doesn't look right. What's wrong with the planner? The only thing that isn't work properly is the chest piece. That's mana attributes. Yeah, I assumed it was like the Shaper one as well, but I don't know what the numbers on that even was. Yeah, the chest piece is attributes mana. It breaks on there for some reason. Never actually join. Here's for a low ball. Terra 100 divine discount. Yeah, that's not going for anything cheaper. Anyway, I'll show you the video. They want 100 divine discount. Right? So wants it for 15. Is there a 100 divine discount? I mean, this is where English needs to be a bit better. I didn't actually check if the cast and shock was better. I have to do an arbiter to test it. I guess I won't show you the video if I'm gonna just do it. Oh, I pay 100. Yeah, I'll take that, that's fine. Yeah, but that's how it reads. Like, unless I'm cooked, right? And I do understand that English isn't everyone's first language, but like when you get a lowball at every second one and someone says, "Is there 100 divine discount?" To me, that means you want to take 100 divines off the price. see if I can line up the actual damage properly. Ah, I didn't do the buff properly. Damn it. Alright, I'll do it again because I stuffed up the buff. What do you mean, where do they come from? They're my weapon swap. But what I did is, this is what I did in the fight. I didn't get the infusion. So if you do it straight away, and then you swap, it doesn't give you the buff. But if you do it and then give it a second, and the blue thing comes up, then you can swap back and it's still there. So I missed that. But I got distracted IRL. Bad timing, so I won't miss it this time, I hope. Yeah, I'm not bothering with that as well. I did it again. Wow. I want to get the one-shot lightning conduit on him. Good player. I just missed two of the easiest mechanics in the game. Let me just do it one more time. My brain just doesn't think. Because I've done this 800 times without this setup, and they've changed the order of things, it just stuffs me up. I don't even know if that's good. We'll check after. It's just that 0.2 delay you have to have after soul offering. It just sucks. I know it's there. In my head, I'm like, oh, just wait half a second. But in reality, I just want to do damage. Alright, third time's the charm. There we go. Got him! That's through damage reduction. Like, through whatever the damage reduction is at the start. It's still possible to one-shot him through full damage reduction. Which is Probably not intended. I have no idea what the damage reduction is. If it's 90%, yeah, it's gonna be 350, but I don't know what it is. No, I didn't record it, but I'll make a video in a few days explaining the Lightning Conduit version, and I'll find one for that. It's not like I can't replicate it. It's not hard to replicate. I just need 3 goes right, then I'll be able to replicate it. Far out. Do it in a 6-man party. Yeah, do a 6-man party post nerf Arbiter. I probably could. What's the health going to be? 5 times that? Thanks for the follows, guys. We're 40 away. I think it's wrong on the little widget thing. Lightning Pen's a big DPS boost. Is it? Even when you have curse on it? Isn't the max they could have is 75 and the curse gets rid of that? I don't think Lightning Pen can go negative. Yeah, I think Chance to Shock's quite good. So maybe the Mirror Chance to Shock version is the new best one. Oh, this is the Stone Citadel. Yeah, but how much res can the boss have? Can Curse go below 0? I don't think it can either, right? Oh, Curses can. So it would Lightning Pen, then Curse, then Exposure. So it would work. So I could do more damage with Lightning Pen. That's pretty cool. Oh, Lightning Pen goes last? Yeah, there you go. Won't work then. I should probably complete the rest of the map, actually. This is a big tile set. Hey, Spirit Jam. That's still worth something, that. Metamorphosis is stuck. You gotta take the node off first, man. You gotta refund the node that you're allocating your metamorphosis. 60, nice. I don't really be bothered. Yeah, okay. There's quite a bit here, I guess. You sure you don't have any other nodes allocated? What about the Eldritch Will one on the left? %100% sure. Unlucky. I sometimes can't see that Eldritch Will when I miss it. Uncut Spirit Jam. Yeah, much. They're really going for 6 divines. Looks like they're 5 divines. I'll put it for 6 and I'll lower it. But I want to check this one. Probably worth nothing. What int do I recommend before switching? I think it's like 700. I just do all my own pings. Yeah, no. When I figured out that the Moria was better, I was like, what the? Why have I got this 100 divine chess piece when I could buy a 13 divine Moria and it's better? This to fix a bit of res. But I gain like 700 mana. I never looked back. This is the worst tower by far. I need to figure out if this chance to shock's better. Like, it makes sense that it's better. And strip away is crap anyway, so I don't mind using it. Well, it's not crap, it's 12% more damage. They take 12% more, whatever it is. Got 300 simulacrums. A lot of simulacrums. Simulacrum's just standing there and holding right click? Yeah, pretty much. Once you get a certain amount of damage. Yeah, everything should just die instantly. Got enough damage. How long does it take you to do a run? Also, how much is the flask even worth now? Is it still around 20? Is it dropped to like 10? 4 to 5 an hour. So 20? Not too bad. Yeah, the flask is like 1 in 10, right? What I heard. I wonder what the jewel drop rate is. I should probably actually take off the tower instead of running past it. Probably because it takes the other items out of the pool and you want to get the gloves. If I had to guess, I don't actually know. Yeah, I got so many gloves when I did them. I literally got like 5 gloves and 7 kills, and that's when they were 10 divines. But I've gotten really unlucky on the belts from being a miss. Mirror's going back up. Yeah, they're rocketing back up. How come no more Widow Hail? I just wanted to go survivability. So I wanted to get as much mana as I could. But within reason, because I've still got to focus on rather than the mana shield. But this is a good balance. If I die once, I will swap to the mana shield for the rest of the run. I don't know if I can die post-patch, but before, the ground effects were pretty scary. I probably could die. These guys could probably kill me if they crit. I was close enough to a few of them at once. But this is a pretty crazy map. Fire, attack speed. Good XP though. So I don't want to trap back. Just give me Strand. That's all I want. Like twice the XP. Thanks for the follows, guys. I'll read chat in a second, Mister. And I always die on well, not Fortress. Fortress is the one I always die on, but it's still dodgy. Because of all the backtracking, you like concentrate on where you're going. Hello there, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Quick question, I managed to farm 2 mirrors using the old ES mana version. Now I want to change to mana. My question is, should I just get 100% Adorn and start from there, or get a mirrored Amulet? And if it's the Amulet, which one should I go for, the TFT one or the one you're using? Oh, that's a lot. Alright, so first of all, I'm just going to tell you the pros and cons of the Amulets and the Adorned, and you're going to be able to make your own decisions. So yeah, first thing is the Adorned. I would probably not go for the 100%. I'd probably go for like an 80% or an 85%. The Adorned 100, essentially what that gives you is like 15% move speed. So you basically, the damage isn't that substantial and the mana isn't that substantial. It is a little bit, but it doesn't matter too much. You get like an 80, 85 Adorned, and then you can spend your money on the rest of the build. What's going to cost you a lot is getting jewels like these with Int, if you go down that path. You will need a couple of res ones. You will need things that have res. But the Int jewels, these cost like 50 to 100 divines each if you want Int on it. So if you're capable of crafting them and capable to be bothered trading with them, then maybe that's probably the best optimal way to do it. The Amulets, I don't know if it's worth investing 500 divines or 450 or whatever it is. Well, the TFT one's 260 plus mirror, so that's 560. And Belton's is 300 plus 120, so 420. So that's a lot of divines for just an Amulet slot. And what the Amulet essentially gives me is the percent mana. So you're spending a lot for 9% increased max mana. The TFT one, what it allows you to do is it allows you to drop all of this here. So basically I drop all these nodes here, and I can get another dual sockets here and here. So for that to be worth it, I need to get, again, like 3, not 2, 3, because you can also replace your darkness with GG jewels that have like 10 in on them, which is hard. So TFT 1 is good, and maybe you could find some other better case scenario of where it's better. But it's very, very close. It just depends on the style you're building. If I had my level of currency, like my 3000 divine build, and I had to mirror everything again, I probably would have done TFTs slightly. I'd slightly favor it, but I'm not changing now, and I think it's very, very similar. It's just the move speed would be a bit nicer, but I'd lose mana for sure. I probably would gain 12% move speed and lose 400 mana, and the damage would be about the same. But it's hard to know without calculating it properly. But yeah, I probably wouldn't do either of the mirror amulets. I'd probably buy an amulet. I don't know if I've got any for sale still. No, I've sold them all now. But buy one for like 100 divines that's like this, but doesn't have the percent mana. It doesn't even need to have the int implicit. But if you can get one with energy shield plus to max mana, all spell skills, cast speed attributes, get it. And then spend 500 divines on the rest of the stuff. Like get a good dream fragments, get a good breach ring, get a good ingenuity, get some good rares, and then try your best. Spend a couple hundred divines and trying to get jewels with int. You can't get the int jewels with movement speed. Maybe get a couple of magic ones, sorry, of sapphire ones, the blue ones. Or you can just get reses instead of the int jewels. But that's kind of the options you have. There's not really one that's better than the others. I know it's a bit all over the place there, but it's just the way the build kind of works, and it depends on where you're at. I hope that kind of helps. The TFT ME, yeah, only came out after the Belton one. It was like a day and a half after. No worries, man. Don't worry, I've been sitting here for like a day trying to think, is it even an upgrade for me? And I've just come to the conclusion that I can't be bothered. And it's very negligible, the update, the difference. I probably prefer the more mana anyway for move speed, so I don't die. And once you get over 100 move speed, your character becomes like hard to control, and you're just gonna run into explosions. I'm stuck on the same corner again. And I hate this map so much. I like the boss design at the bottom when you don't one-shot it. It's fun in the campaign, but maps, this ain't it. These doors need to open by themselves. It's a Val area, it should be fine. Should not have to click on doors. We know they have the technology from the temple. 01. I mainly just did Ritual and Simulacrum Splinters and before I started doing Arbiter, and then I made all my currency with Arbiter over like a week. I'm pretty good with flipping items. All of my gear I look at, you know, cheap deals I can get and resell later, or if I upgrade I normally make a profit anyway. Sometimes I do crafting stuff, like the jewels I've been making, like the ones that I don't use I sell. I normally make decent profit. I tried to make a spirit helm because I was going to do the spirit helm pathway before, and I made like 200 divines doing that. Just because I kept hitting decent rolls on helmets that weren't quite good enough for my build. So I just sold them. Yeah, there's heaps of different ways to make currency. The best way to make currency is not play the game. Just trade. Craft. Wow, the bridge is here. Very helpful. How they just put moss on it, and it's like, we fixed the map, guys. Got moss on it now. This is why I still use the tier 16s, man. Because this takes a while to get through it. Love to know how many map 1%. Gotta be an easier way to do this. Gonna have to spend like an hour just doing them all one day, putting them in a tab. It's time for a dream fragments, my man. Yeah, dream fragments is big for the build. I'm running 2 of them now. It's better when you have the int that I have and you have a mirror focus. Cast speed's also an overrated stat. You only get so much cast speed. Yeah, the dream fragrances when you have 28% and you have a 93 ingenuity, it gives you, it's like 56% mana per one. So I could drop the mana shield for a mirror focus, which gives me +2 all skills. Helps for spark and lightning conduit. Not like I need the damage. And I get the cast speed I lose from the breach ring pretty much from the focus. I mean, it's not the same. It's a little bit less. It's like 15 less. But you go up like 800 mana or 1000 mana doing it, and the damage goes up on the tooltip. So it is worth it. But I think you need to have a ton of flat mana or a ton of int for it to be worth it. Like I'm talking like literally 1,000 plus. And then every other piece like perfect. It's not for everyone. If you have a breach ring, it's fine. No, don't have any rarity. Yeah, it might not even be that. It might literally just be, unless you have my gear level to it. I don't even know. I don't know who's got the second or third most gear for the build. Maybe I don't have the most, but I assume I do. But it's very min-maxy to do it. I reckon if you're sitting at around 12k mana, you could try it and see if it's better for you. That's probably the break point, but I don't know. It's hard to know with that path of building working. All I know is it's better for my setup. Nah, I wasn't following anyone. I was on holiday, otherwise I would have been racing. Really a decent map. Problem is, you get a decent map like this, and it pops a breach, and then you crash. Yeah, I highly doubt everyone has the perfect emeralds, because I've been literally scraping the bottom of the barrel for the past 2 weeks, trying to make as many as I can. But unless someone's literally just like dropping 10 divines on the base and then divining them himself, which I doubt. But I guess it's possible if someone's like going a bit crazy with the credit card. But that would just, I don't even want to know how much that would cost. They used real money. If they did, hopefully they get banned. Yeah, it crashes on breaches as well. When I normally crash. Gotta kill the mobs before they come out. Or too many get on the screen. It happened 3 in a row before and I just left the computer. Some people just get these items and don't know what to do with them. Temporalis one's weird though. You only get that if you're like a god gamer. Unless he's duped it or something. But if you duped it, surely you have enough knowledge to actually put quality on it. A lot of new players though, if they get Dream Fragments at level 40, they'll just corrupt it. I actually got one of the first Dream Fragments on the server for 20 exalts. But it was corrupted and didn't have quality on it. And it sucked. But I couldn't really complain because I got it for 20 exalt. Yeah, RMT is so gross. Do they do a good job banning people who sell to the RMT sites? I hope so. I'm not sure though. A lot of people on YouTube keep accusing me of RMTing, and it's like, I don't know how many divines I have, but I'm pretty sure if I was, that would cost like 5 grand. I don't have that sort of money to spend on currency in a video game. I gotta pay a mortgage. Not to mention all the moral stuff, ethical stuff with it. Obvious. Yeah, I bought it for 20 exalts, but divines were like 2 to 1 then. This was like the first couple of days, so it was like 10 divines. And I sold it for like 80 or something. No, why not? Oh, I didn't friggin' do these mounts properly. Yeah, people are just really silly. Like, I don't want to go into detail on how much maybe divines cost with real money because I actually don't know. But if I assume it's like $1, I don't know what it is. And I've bought 3,000 divines. I played 21 days, which is like 21 times 24, 504. So let's just say it's 3,000 divines divided by 500. It's 6 divines an hour. Not that much. Like, considering I probably bought all the gear a third of what the cost was, because I got to it first. So that's probably 2 divines an hour. It's pretty easy to make 2 divines an hour. You're half decent at the game. But whatever. Apparently there was a mirror dupe. Yeah, what a lot of people don't really get as well is they look at my gear and they're like, oh, it's 3,000 divines. They value my wand at like 250, 300 divines. And it's like, I bought this wand without the spell damage for 50 divines. I used 1 whittling on it, and I hit spell damage. So I turned 50 divines into 300 divines, or 250 divines. And I did that with like every piece of gear I have. Like, I bought these gloves for like 30 divines. They're probably like 100. I bought these boots for 25 divines. They're probably like 100. I bought this for 200 divines, but a lot of my other gear I bought for really cheap and then sold for really expensive. Because I got to it first, right? And then it all comes up in price when people realize rare is actually hard to get. Yeah, the 12 Spirit, 4% Angel. I don't know if it's fixed yet, but people know about it now, which means it's probably going to get fixed, which means it's probably like disrupting all the dupers. Is it shooting up still? Yeah, it's rocketing up. This was like an hour ago, this was 260. Luckily I bought one. Should have got two. That was a hot fix. Okay, good. How do I get tier 16 waystones without corrupting? Before the patch, I did like 700 arbiter kills, as you can see from all my jewels that I have here. And the arbiter node here that said arbiter drops 3 additional tier 15 waystones, it actually was dropping 16s. Now I thought the bug was this text was wrong because 3 additional tier 15 waystones is garbage. So I thought this was wrong, but apparently it was the actual maps dropping as tier 16s was wrong. But I mean, I've got a lot of them now, so can't really complain. I should have enough for 100. We'll see though. I did them all. I actually hit 2+3 sparks when I was doing it. Oh, you were trying to get enough for a mirror and you missed it. Unlucky. Yeah, I was like 10 tabs of normal is pretty good. The sad thing was I was selling them for like 10 to 1 divine. I sold like 20 divines worth. They're probably like 2 for 1 divine now. Does anyone want to lend me a mana shield to see what my mana goes to? So I don't have to buy one. I have 4% mana on kill. Deva, do you have one? Or do you just have rarity? Yeah, I'm just using one jewel. Well, there's now the 10 divines. Unless I die. Or I take it. Nah, you made a good decision. No, I don't think getting over like 150 is worth it. I just used the 200 rarity shield for ages. Till I had enough divines to not care. Do I avoid any maps? No. How do I move so fast? Adorned and movement speed jewels. No, I'm definitely not tempted to take Temporalis. In fact, I have a command for Temporalis. I want to try a 650 one, so I can clickbait the title. Yeah, I probably the last 3 deaths I'd have had, which was literally like at 97, were all on Forge. It's such an annoying map. But I think now that the explosions are gone, it's fine. I know it's more efficient to defer them. I just can't be bothered anymore. I don't do enough rituals for it to matter. What are they going for? The belt. I won't get a belt. Why are they going for 1,000 exalts? It seems like a lot. Yeah, exactly. If I die at this level, it's literally like 3 hours. So, and Temporalis would also lower my mana by a lot. I probably would only have like 1,000. I don't know that, but it's probably like something like that. Maybe I'd have 11,000. But I have movement speed. Like the reason I got the movement speed this high is so I don't have to deal with Temporalis. I feel very in control of my character. I can dodge mechanics. I can kind of reach out at the same time. Good. Works for me. You should have seen me when I was at 108 movement speed. That was interesting. Felt like twice as fast as this. I had to slow it down back to 91. They put the sound back on. Oh, which one it is? How do you take all the exalts? Control right click. I'm using guilt maps. Pack size. Yeah, I have a relation. If I died and lost 10% XP, I'd be so done. Like a day and a half of effort. I'm playing like 8 hours a day. And that's like, it's the thing is as well, when I say that, it's not even playing. Like, you have to be in maps for that long. Like, I say it's 1% XP per hour. That's per hour in maps. That's not like I do a map and then sit and trade for 2 minutes, then do another map. It's like literally like you have to go straight into the map. It's crazy. Like I probably got 2% in the entire stream so far. Need something, because this ain't it. What I do to farm most of my currency? Arbiter. First 100 in Pro took 3 months. Fair enough. I'm curious to see how many people will even hit 100 in Pro 2 before they reset everything. It's not going to be many. Even I might not. Like I might give up at like 70%, or even like 40%. Who knows? If I didn't have these tier 16 maps, I wouldn't be doing it. Like the only reason I'm doing it. Like maybe I would have tried to buy them. Like I've got a lot of divines, so maybe I would just try to buy them. But yeah, stuff that. I can't imagine what the XP per hour is on tier 15s. And also like without the clear speed in terms of like movement speed and clear that we have. Okay, I just can't imagine what it would be like. Like I'm not even getting 4 mil. Oh, there's still going to be a lot of idiots. Don't worry. But I don't actually care what anyone else thinks. Now I've gotten older, I don't really care at all what other people think. It's all about self-achievement. I'm only showing people this because I like helping people, like in my nature. But all my achievements, I don't need praise for it. It's just something that I want to achieve. Yeah, there's 12. There's 12 people that are level 100. I'd like to get in the top 10 Stormweavers. I think I am like 10th now in Stormweaver. Which is good. But, like, I'm really not min-maxing that much. Like, I'm only playing 5 to 10 hours a day. I know you're gonna be like, oh, that's still a lot, but considering what I was doing at the start, it's nothing. Like, I went to help my parents move for like 5 hours this morning. Not in the mood to push that hard. It's just so boring. I do like 5 hours a day and I'm done. So my goal is just to get 5% a day. It's gonna be 19 when I hit 100. What do you mean? Just looking. Loading. Yeah. Do all these guys. I wonder out of these guys how many people have quit. Or if they're all still going. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm the 11th Stormweaver. So yeah, we'll see what happens. These guys are rocketing ahead. So good being able to pause mid-map. Check things and stuff. Yeah, I just find it so boring rolling maps, so I'm just kind of doing them in 20, like blocks like 25 or whatever it is. Not too hard to roll them quick though. It kind of breaks up the maps. The only thing keeping me from 100 now is just the mental, because it's that boring, which is a shame. But it's just the way I'm wired. I don't enjoy this part of the game as much as I enjoy building characters and like buying new gear and whatnot. Salvage dream fragments. Why not build a new class since you don't like this? I'm pretty just done with the game. I just want to get 100. That's my goal. Like, I still want to get 100. I just don't want it to take 71 hours. I didn't really find any until I hit like 97. You have to be in 81 zones, I think. I found a lot now. I found like 20 now. All my maps are 81 or 82s, pretty much. Yeah, I would. It's exactly what I did. I did the same thing for my spell damage. Yours is better than mine. Well, it's different. Better in a lot of ways, but I prefer Mana Regen. So yeah, I would until it bricks. Did you buy it or did you craft it? Crafting them? Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's the spell damage is worth because the lightning damage is the hard one to hit. So there's just a spell damage reroll to get more spell damage. Worth. You don't want to be trying to roll lightning damage though. I don't know when the best way to get dream fragments is. Probably chancing it. There's a lot of ways to get them though. Get them through ritual as well. Probably quite rare through ritual though. Expand. Same item. I actually keep the pings quite limited on stream. So they don't annoy you guys too much. Probably should change the sound, but a bit lazy. Solve some macros. Chat interaction too strong. Fair enough. It's 5:30 p.m. here now. I'm pretty tired though. Reprice some stuff. Yeah, get it on Jules, but I also have 2 dream fragments, so I don't have to worry about cold. But I've got a couple of fire res Jules, I think. Got 1 cold res. At this point, I've gotten rid of a lot of them because my rares are really strong. Res Jules. Do I not have any? Just have that cold res one. Cold res. It looks like I just have 1 now. My rares are very good though. Like I got 40 fire, 39 lightning, 45 fire, 37 lightning, 45 fire, 44 lightning. So mainly just from those. And then I get all my cold from my dream fragments. Yeah, keep that. Keep that 100%. That's insane. That's like 300 divines. Fortunately. Just my own pings. I hate it when I do that. Yeah, I mean, it's just a way to get flat mana, right? You get 2 mana for every int, so I'm getting 2,400-ish mana. The Gemling, you get 4,000. Crazy. The Ascendancies are just so strong on Stormweaver. It'd be nice to think of another way to upgrade the build, but it's getting pretty hard at this point. But I think it's done. I mean, maybe path of building we can figure out a few things in terms of ratios with elemental damage and shock magnitude. But I do just feel like shock magnitude's going to be the way to go, no matter what, because of the lightning conduit interaction. Got soul offering in the build now, so that's good damage. Yeah, not too sure. Maybe a better Megalomaniac, but that's going to be like a 1 in 1,000 to just find one that's better than mine. That's tricky. There's nothing obvious anyway. A lot of small things we can do, like corrupting rares and stuff, but that's not really what I'm about at this point. Not going to buff for it. There's just no point. Unfortunate Crypt's such a small map. How fast is this? Yeah, 130. The boot upgrade for 150 divine. No glove upgrade. No helmet upgrade either. Alright, let's do this tower. Does anyone else put the soul offering in their setup? What do you think of it? Do you think it's fine to aim? Or are you finding it tricky? Yes, so looking like another breach, I guess. Could irradiate it, but I kind of want those to hit. Plus 10 auras, nice. I saw you put the one for 350. I think you probably get close to that. The other ones around it are like ones that people have mirrored. Let's see if it doesn't hit that. So OBS. Got another citadel there. Got a lot to get. Got a lot to backtrack and get. Pretty good. Pretty well set up now. $49%. Yeah, thanks for the positivity. Although I feel like I've been doing it for a week. Yeah, it's 30 hours. Here's my... Wish it was like twice as fast. Still a little bit too ridiculous. If I was at 60% now, I'd be like, okay, alright. 30%. Yeah, I am. I need to buy them more though. I'm lazy sometimes and just use my own. But generally I try buy them. I'll probably buy a bunch. Be bothered. I just need to sit there and buy like 50. But this one's 52%. Pretty good. 147% increase maximum. Overall, it's pretty good. Mats are just so short. Problem. Lasts like 2 seconds. Like, this is only 15% increased. Extra density, extra chance for additional breach. The map. This one's pretty bad. Not much parity. This might almost be worth corrupting and seeing if I can make. I'll do it anyway. See, sometimes you just have garbage maps. Yeah, I know, right? Well, if I even get that, I'll just crash, and then the map will be destroyed. It's happened twice. It's a buggy mess sometimes. Like, that happens like once every 10 hours as well. It's like not even worth. You barely get like 5 maps worth of XP. Or even if it's 10 maps, it's nothing over 10 hours. A lot of people are going to be put off when they hit 99. I don't think we'll be seeing many hundreds, for sure. Yeah, that's insane. My spark does about 450 with no damage mods attached to it. My lightning conduit does 300 million. Per shock. I don't know what per second. Yeah, don't even bother. I wouldn't be doing it unless the fact that I have the tier 16 maps is the only reason, and a build where I probably can't die. Very unlikely anyway. The map layouts and the XP rates are just the worst. It's so bad. Yeah, it is the best stat. Shock can go up to 20% now, once can go to 15 though. Those level 100 and pro is absurd. At the start it was hard, but towards the end it was very easy. So there was just so many different ways to do it. To like boost all the XP rates. It would literally take like 2 days to get to 99 to 100, not 2 weeks. I'm gonna go back and fill in some of the doubles. Any obvious ones. Yeah, it definitely wasn't this bad per one. Even maybe at the very start it was, but I don't really remember. It's like 13 years ago now, 12 years ago. Do I plan on doing any mirror crafts? What, as in like I mirror something, or I actually craft a mirror item? Probably not. I honestly just gonna spend a lot of my time doing this XP farm until I hit 100. Then I'll either play SSF or I'll have a break. All of the options. I would assume Arbiter is still crazy money. So if I wanted to make more currency, I'd do Arbiter, but again, I don't need it at the moment, so I don't bother. How many invites? You need to have like 150 divines, I reckon. So like, I don't know how much they go for each, but like 30 or 40. I don't actually know if it's profitable now. Like I have to check. I actually don't know. I mean, the barrier to entry is cheaper. The chest is still expensive and the tools are still expensive. But unless I actually did it a lot, I wouldn't know. And I was keeping my maps, not really selling them. And I would do tablets now instead of the maps. Maps are 15s. They should be 16s though. It's so silly they changed them. Like you get like 20 tier 15 maps. If I had my maps turned on, I'd get 20 from this. And they're making you get 3 from an arbiter node. Same. Thanks for the follow, Queen of Everything. Almost got me there with that spelling. $430. Okay, it's gone up a bit. Yeah, I don't know. How much is the 5-socket warrior chest that's resistance and attributes with 175 plus energy shield armor evasion? Yeah, you could sell the jewels as well. You probably would be able to break even. It's not 40 div. 5-socket. So you crafting into 5-socket. Maybe without 5 sockets it's that. I'll have a look after this map. I think it's 100. Yeah, I think it's 100. Sounds right. And then maybe if I get bored, I'll do a bunch of arbiters for like a few hours. I get really burnt out of mapping. I'm fine for now. Walden. Yeah, 100. Is that for a Is that for a 275 plus armor evasion, or is that just for the stats? Yeah, they did add support for the drill on the website. It's good. 275 is 120. Yeah, it's pretty worth then, because you can hit a couple of those. And what's a 290? It already corrupted. I always divine mine till they go over 275. If it hits at 290 plus, it's also going to be profit. Yeah. I don't know, that sounds like money to me. Freaking half a mirror for hitting one of those. You can come across, like with the reforging and stuff, you can get them pretty frequently. You just got to get lucky on the 5-stock. I've gotten screwed the last like 7 I've done. I haven't used Path of Building. I'm going to wait till it gets a little less buggy. I kind of know how my build scales anyway, so I don't need to worry about it yet. But I will take a look eventually. They did fix it. I think doing ritual carries is more profitable. Yeah, anything to do with TFT just makes me want to just quit instantly. I don't even like going there to buy maps and stuff. So annoying. What do you mean you need to find the monolith? I started at the monolith. Don't you just press the friggin' red thing? Go straight to it? What do you mean you have to find it? Did I just get lucky or something? Like next to my realm gate. Yeah, there is a jewel that gives +3 to spark. It's about 300 divines. Maybe it's gone down a little bit. But the lightning conduit one's better for this build now. Unless you're doing pure spark, obviously. Yeah, people really like it. You go do that boss. I think it's overpriced though, the spark one. I think the lightning conduit one's good though. I think it's still relatively cheap too. Yep, survivability and I run fast enough. Yeah, drops from Arbiter. Like a 1 in 600 drop from a prison. I got 2 of them in 700 kills though. Good. The +3 spark. Yeah, I was thinking of tracking the data, but I was just gonna waste time. I didn't bother. And I was streaming as well, so it was like, do I really want to stream, enter data, all that stuff? Like, it was too much. Yeah, lightning conduits are cheap. I reckon they're gonna go up, but I don't know that. What do you drop? The everlasting gaze. Yeah, dream fragments and like 6,500 mana. Probably a good amount. Cool, come on, movement speed. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop the stream there for now. I'll probably be back on in about 2 or 3 hours. Need to go have dinner and sort out a few things. So thanks for tuning in. Got a decent viewer count today, a bit more than usual, so thanks for all the newcomers. If you want to make sure you know when I'm live, please feel free to drop a follow. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you guys maybe in a couple of hours, otherwise tomorrow. Laters, guys.